And welcome back to the channel. On this video, I'm going to be riding the Lyric Graffiti X, as you see it right there. And there's a reason why I want to ride this bike today. It's because it's the only bike that I have that actually has turn signals on it. And so that's what I wanted to talk about today. We have lots of talk, about safety on your e-bike. And so I wanted to talk particularly about turn signals, they're getting better as far as having them on bikes, but they're still not on enough bikes. And so I wanted to show you here. Now it's a very sunny day, so let's just see. There's my left turn signal in the front, and there's the right one, right? They're spaced apart good, so there's not bad. And on the rear, they're not spaced apart far enough, in my opinion, but at least it has turn signals. And let's do the other one, the right side. There you go. So I think that's a plus, though, just having turn signals on a bike. So let's hop on and talk about e-bikes and the lighting. Now, some people may say, well, that's not even an e-bike that you're riding, but the point of this video is not what bike I'm riding, it's just any bike. I don't care what it is. I think that all bikes should have turn signals. If you're riding on the road, I really think even traditional bicycles should have turn signals, in my opinion. If they're sharing the road, it's a lot easier for drivers to see the lights. So not only turn signals are a big deal on a bike, but also, as you saw, this bike has a running headlight that runs all the time, which is good. And it also has a high and low beam, but it also has a tail light and a brake light. And I think another big light that's very important, in my opinion, is the brake light as well. I think all bikes should have the full lighting. Unless your bike, you're completely riding it off-road on dirt trails or whatever, then maybe not. But even then, if you're riding with other bikes, isn't it nice to see whether a bike is coming to a stop or what have you, so you don't crash into them? I think the days of hand signals should be gone. I really don't like the hand signals. I think they're dangerous. The bikes that we ride these days, the electric bikes, are a lot heavier. They're a lot heavier now than a traditional bike. So you should have two hands on the handlebar. And you shouldn't have to take one hand off to try to make a turn. The other thing with riding, especially an electric bike, all your controls are up on your handlebar, your brakes, and if you're using a throttle, the throttle's on there as well. So if you start taking one hand off to use your hand signals, you're not having control of your bike. The way you should. You should have full control of the bike. I think hands should be on the handlebars all the time. I know some guys like to show that, hey, look, I can ride with no hands, but I'm not a fan of that. I don't like it. If we're going to be safe, let's keep our hands on the handlebar. The other thing is, if you're riding at night, pretty tough to see somebody making hand signals which direction they're turning. And with the lights on the bike, I think it's a great idea having turn signals and all lights on the bike, but let's make them so that they are seen, where you can actually see the lights. Separate the turn signals from the tail light, for example. Don't have them all integrated. This one has them integrated. They're spaced apart, but not really, in my opinion, far enough. They should be further apart, but and I'm going to go this way. golfers out there. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on turn signals. Should it be just a, should it just be kind of like mandatory now on all bikes? I think it should. If we're looking out for safety, and you know they talk about the bikes are too fast, blah blah blah, well, what about turn signals? Or just lights in general? And I've had people point out to me that the bikes that I have that don't have a mirror, that you should have a mirror. Yeah, you should have a mirror as well. But I think lights are even more important than the mirror is. And the other thing that drives me bonkers is when cars don't signal to turn, especially when they're turning right and they kind of cut in front of you on, and I'm sure many of you out there know what I'm talking about because you probably had it happen to yourself as well, where they'll just kind of basically cut in front of you and then do a right turn and without signaling. That drives me crazy. Like, that's an accident right there waiting to happen, cutting somebody off. First of all, they basically do cut you off. At least sometimes anyway. I've had that happen where, you know, you're thinking, come on, what are you trying to do, you know? They don't even look. It seems like they don't look, or if they do look, they don't care. They have no care in the world for the cyclists. They don't, I swear, basically, they don't even look. But yeah, if you're going to make the bike safer, you know, I think turn signals, and make them, I want to see a company actually come out with turn signals that really look good. They stand right out. Basically motorcycle turn signals. Why not? If we're on the road, even if we're just in the bike lane, we're still going to be making left and right turns, so we definitely want to be seen, right? But way better than trying to do hand signals. I think we got to get past the hand signal business. I don't like it. So there's two real big e-bike situations that I don't like. One of them is not having turn signals, as I've been pointing out in this video. The other one, and you've heard me if you've watched this channel over and over again, like a broken record, I'm not a fan of the class levels for bikes. Just set a speed, whatever you want to set it. If you're setting it at 20, fine. If you're setting it at 28, fine. But set a speed limit, and let's just get rid of the confusing class levels and whether you can have a throttle or whatever, you know, like, to me, who cares if you have a throttle or not? It's how fast you're going on the bike. It's not how you're getting to that speed. And how they think that pedaling is safer than throttling at 28 miles per hour is beyond me. If you know why, then go ahead and explain it in the, educate me a little bit in the comments section. Breezy out here, but it's awful warm. We got an extreme heat warning coming up here for the next few days, so it's going to be a scorcher here. We're going to get our first 100-degree day, it looks like, coming up. We haven't had one of those here yet. And yes, I'm still, if you're watching this video, I am still in Oregon, but for not much longer. We are about to do our big move coming up in the next just over a week. And so before long I'll be the videos will be coming from Tennessee. All right, that's going to do it for this video. I wanted to talk a little bit about turn signals, and I'm a big fan of them, and I think they should be on all bikes. So much easier than trying to put the hand signals for out for turning that way and this way for turning this way and stop going down here. Let's just have all lights on it. 2 hands on the handlebar. That's my motto, and let's be safe. So that's going to do it for this video. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. Just hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And if you want to leave a comment on this video or any others that you've seen on the channel, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. Once again, thank you for joining me on this video. And until next time, be safe everyone, and keep your wheels on the road. See you later.